Back down at Sandhurst for our autumn social. There's 17 of us on.
Right. They were active all over the lake.
Are you actually winding me up, mate? That can't... No.
As you can hear in the background, massive storm coming in. So we're going to go and get the barbie on. What's got on? Charlie has.
Oh mate, you don't know what that means.
Yeah, I do.
Fish have still been churning all over me.
Buzzing. Had nothing last year, so redemption. Doing a catwalk. I had to reach catwalk.
Then you said there was a couple of shows out to the left hand side. It was fizzing up in front of us.
So middle gets left.
So this is on the island, working out to yourselves on the right hand island.
Fish going on the right hand island.
So it's me, the stank one.
So what one is this? Oh, you just say the middle of the lake.
Back down at Sandhurst for our autumn social. There's 17 of us on. We've had half the walk done so far. Just going to continue that and then get the draw done afterwards. We've had a little chat with the bailiff. He told us the group before us, 48 hours, didn't manage any carp. And the group prior to them, they were on for 4 nights and had 5, I believe. But with the low pressure moving in and the weather being on our side, we're hopeful for a few bites.
Who's going first then?
You draw out first.
Oh, everyone's waiting on me. Are you actually winding me up, mate? That can't... No, that ain't happening.
It has to.
It's not.
It has to.
Joe. Every time.
It's always you as well. I've got to check my phone.
18 people in here, mate.
All named Joe.
Sort of his mate, isn't he?
31. Oh, you draw out again, mate.
Joe. Sam.
Yeah. It's going to be Sam's in this year, yeah? Not Boobs.
Try not to get Joe, will you? 10.
Ooh.
I'll go next to you, bud. 9.
9, yeah?
Sorry,
Instead of pills or something.
Yeah, peel it off when you pull them out.
Matt C. Pass that here because the last one to choose, mate.
Typical standard last.
Are you here for the full 3 days?
Yeah, I'll have 15.
15. Make sure you've dipped your nets, your slings, your mats, and your waders as well. And enjoy the rest of the social. You can move, but you have to ask the person you're moving in next to. Yeah, because if they're fishing slightly out of their water, you can't go in there.
Camera down, mate.
Yeah, you move everyone, mate. Yeah, no moving if it's not agreed with the person you're moving in next to. Boys, enjoy, let's have some fish.
Come out second in the draw. Didn't really see much on the walk around, a few bits of fizzing. Last year when we come down, one of the guys fished in peg 10, which is the peg that I'm in now, and done really well. So just kind of going off the back of what happened last year, same sort of weather, temperature, out at 20 wraps. It's nice and hard. Just trying to now mark out the depth of the water. But yeah, we'll let you know how we go on as we go.
I've picked the swim number 6, but now I've seen a few fish at the other end. I decided to move. There's literally no one fish in there, and here I'm a bit trapped between 2 other anglers on my left and right. So I've made a quick decision, and now I'm moving to the other end. So hopefully it will pay off. A long old track.
Just heading into the first night, as you can hear in the background, massive storm coming in, thunder and lightning started already. Everyone seems to be happy with their pegs, except for Pete. He's moved from peg 6 up to peg 19, far less pressure up that end of the lake, and there's been a few fish showing up there as well. So with this low pressure, we're hoping that it will switch the fish on and we can manage to put a few on the bank.
So yeah, fishing through a crazy storm, thunder and lightning, absolutely pouring it down. All of a sudden get an absolute one toner, of course we did. Got this absolute lovely linear. As I was got the fish in the net, caught my boot on the front of the swim, went straight in, straight under. Could you believe it? Oh well, it's raining anyway, and we got a fish. And put up a great battle, got in a bit of weed, got it back out, but cracking start to the social. So it doesn't really matter being in the water, as I fell in, tripped over this, but yeah, we've got our first Sandhurst carp. What a stunner it is. Thank you very much. Lovely. Cheers. A few more to come, we hope.
So there's been loads of fish washing all over us. Not long after going to bed, left hammer steamed off at £29. The fish have still been churning all over me. Had a nice wake up call this morning. Fishing on a bottom bait rig. It's £27 mirror.
Midway through the first morning, and after yesterday's savage storm, everything's calmed down on the weather front. The sun's out, a few clouds in the sky, and a nice southwesterly breeze is pushing down into peg 1 and the pipes. The low pressure from yesterday's storm definitely switched the fish on last night. They were active all over the lake from about 1:30 this morning right through until just after first light. You saw that lovely £20 ling that Dan started us off with yesterday. It's always good to get off to a quick start, and then Paul's managed to bag 2 through the night as well, one just after midnight and then one on first light. So we're going to go and get the barbie on. Everyone's going to reel in, we're going to have a little bit of a social, couple of beers, and then be back in our swims in time to get the rods out before dark, and hopefully we'll have a few more fish to show you.
Yeah,
How many cups have I had? One
Got here late last night, decided to choose this swim as it's one of the hottest swims on the lake, to be honest. Decided this morning I'm going to change tactics. I was on bottom baits last night and nothing's really happened. So just tying up a couple of Ronnie rigs now with the new size 4 wide gate beat points. And see whether that brings us a little bit more hope really and luck. Should be, feel like I should have had a fish, to be honest. There was fish all over me last night and nothing's really gone off at the moment. So let's get these all tied up and ready to be deployed and get them back on the spots.
So it's the third fish of the session. This one went 23 pounds. It has quietened down a little bit, but there's still some fish about, so hopefully we'll have another one before it gets light.
£24 common, ripped off about half an hour ago. Size 4 choddy on a multi-rig, tied by £25 stealth at least. Buzzing, had nothing last year, so redemption. Well epic. How's it going, Dan, mate?
Yeah, good. Doing good. Yeah.
So you're new to the DSD team, relatively new. It's your
Yeah.
first social, and come out last in the draw.
Yeah, come out last in the draw, as always, everywhere. Seem to do something, always last. But to be fair, everyone's pushed down the other end in that open bar, and I've the furthest push away, and I thought, oh. But then after putting the bivvy up, after thinking it was going to rain again, I just sat in the peg, noticed a load of fizzes, and then started to hear some shows on the back of the wind. I thought, oh, it's not actually a bad draw, especially because no one's actually.
Oh, there's one there.
There's one just boshed, lovely. But yeah, so and I've got this whole bay to myself.
Yeah,
as
there's
well.
no one to the left of you.
Yeah, so-
He's kind of on the other bank, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's gone in there now, which I think's pushed the fish out of that corner.
Yeah.
I think they were in there because obviously Paul was started getting them when Pete went in, so I think that's pushed them out a bit.
Yeah, he moved up there fairly early on, didn't
Yeah,
he? He was only in his
he
peg for a couple
realised
of
he
hours.
was penned in down the
Yeah.
bottom, and he did. And I said, you may as well. He's only fishing under his feet, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
hindering me at all.
So what have you got out in front of you?
So basically, you go like 10 wraps, something like that. You've got like a weed bed, then it goes to a silt gully, then you're hitting some gravel, and then again you've got silt and weed behind that.
Right.
So, but gravel, it's like proper, like you've got to come
Yeah,
over
yeah,
bricks,
yeah,
do you know
yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, so I've come back to where the silt starts after the weed, where it meets the gravel, and then I've been baiting up behind me, and so I'm fishing on the edge of my bait and on the edge of the silt, which that sort of done the fish, and then that was over quite a bit of bait. I first put out, I've done 3 different things. So the one on the right was a solid bag, the same on the left, just to have a little go about with the fizzers. And then I didn't think that one would go because obviously it's not done a fishing age, so I just thought I'd chance it, put a load of bait out, and then 2 hours later, bosh, after the storm. And
It didn't finish there though, mate, did it? What happened after you netted the fish?
so I actually got it all in the net, lovely, just sitting there. Then I come down to actually get the fish out, but this was all underwater after the big torrential downpour.
Yeah.
I've caught the bank stick and just,
head first into the water.
straight in, yeah. But to be fair, luckily it weren't too cold, but yeah, it was a trip back to the car and unfortunately get a whole load of new clothes on.
I mean, for coming out last in the draw, you've done the right thing. You come away from where the pressure was.
Yeah.
And the fish definitely seemed to be up this end, didn't they, for the first 48 hours?
Yeah, 100% they were. Yeah, and then I don't know. I think because then I thought I'll find another spot to put some bait on. I think I may have pushed them out. Maybe I should have just stuck with solid bags and just stuck with one
Kept
bait
it a little
spot.
bit
But
low key in a sense.
like yesterday, I'm not going to replace the rods. I'm just going to leave it minimal disturbance and just see what happens. Because just see one just show. So that's the first
and Matty's just had one down on the car park bank, so they seem to have tripped down that end a little bit.
Yeah, and like I say, that's the first one since yesterday I've seen up here. So I'm hoping the minimal disturbance is
doing the
going to
trick.
happen. Yeah.
As I say, you're fairly new to the team, mate. How are you finding it?
Yeah, love it. Yeah, great team, great lads. Tackles bang on. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone always worries about hooks when they go for a tackle. Do you know? But I haven't had any problems at all.
That's good to hear, mate.
Them at all. Like the roddies are so easy because they're already pre-made.
Yeah.
Just whack them on. Bosh. I haven't even had to sharpen any hook at all.
Decent, mate. Yeah.
Not at all.
Good, happy days, man. And unfortunately, you did end up losing one, didn't you?
Yeah, like it was a bit of a weird thing that happened. Like I picked into it, and then it felt like, and then it just I don't know whether the rig may have been caught around some weed or just took it and. It's just one of them.
Yeah, it's one of them, mate. It's fishing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, because the spot out there is quite tight. So if it does go and it's
straight in weed.
Yeah.
So, no, it's looking good though, mate.
Yeah, it's
it's
looking better. The wind, looking at the ripple, there's not much ripple, but
Even looking weird.
What's going on?
Charlie's got to be 30 in the net.
Charlie has.
Yeah.
Right, casting to showing fish. After about 5 minutes, it rattled off. The 80 gem using a wide gape on a Ronnie. Lovely. Oh, right.
First of all, well in, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Quality stuff. What made you jump in here? I know you come out quite late in the draw, didn't you?
Yeah, my first choice swim would have been middle bailiffs, but that was gone when I came out in the draw, but obviously next door was still available. There was a bit of sheeting sort of in between the water of the middle bailiffs and the right hand bailiffs.
Right.
So I've just put my left hand rod out into the open water.
What have you found out in front of you? Weedy? Just little silt patches, bit of gravel?
Weedy further out, cleaner close in, and I'm sort of just on the edge where the clear gravel meets the weed at the back of the spot.
And obviously Pete's moved in there. He wasn't initially in there, was he? He's come out of peg 6 and gone into 19, which I believe sort of interfered with your right hand rod initially, didn't it?
It did, yeah, but obviously the lake's quite busy. There's not loads of water where Pete was, so I've moved one of my rods and I found a spot, a new spot for the right hand rod. Gives Pete more water, and luckily I had
a bite last night,
Yeah,
that's good, mate. How have you approached it with your baiting?
Not too much. Obviously, a lot of bait goes in there. I've just tried to catch one fish at a time. So 3 spums, just chopped boilie and corn. That's it.
And like I spoke to Dan earlier, and he obviously said he come out last.
Yeah.
And the majority of the fish have come out from the guys that came out late in the draw.
Yeah, I think that's just because all the popular areas, obviously down the main bowl of the lake, they ram out every swim down there's taken, whereas there's a bit more water up here.
Less pressure.
Less pressure, and this end's done most of the bites.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, hopefully you can carry on doing what you're doing and maybe nick at least one more for
still one
for social.
One night to go, so I'm confident.
Happy days, mate.
Be nice just to get one more.
Be lucky, man. Hope it works.
You too, mate.
Right, that's my third rod ready for the final night of our social. Things have changed slightly today with the weather. Wind's now blowing into our face on the island. Matty started today off with a nice 24 common, and Charlie's managed to bang in 38 mirror this afternoon. So I think that leaves us on 6 fish and 2 losses. But prior to us coming on, there was only 5 fish out in the 8 days, so we'll take that. And we're still hopeful for another 1 or 2 this evening. But I'm going to get this rod down and we will hopefully catch up with you later.
There we go.
Keep still. 33.10.
Oh mate, you don't know what that means.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, come on mate, I've waited for that moment so long. 33.10. No, 33.12.
Is it a PB?
Nah, I've had a 41.5, mate.
No, 30 pounders.
Oh, you know.
Nah.
33, yeah, boy.
Get in there, man. Here it is, £33.12 mirror. Got on a single pop-up out in the middle, composing of a DSD 𝘄𝘄𝗋-𝗁, 25 stealth weedy green hook link, and all the other DSD components. Get in there. Get in there.
So that brings to a close our Sandhurst social. It's been a good one. We've had 7 fish out to £38. Considering it's been fishing slow, we'll take that. We spilled it down this morning. As you can see, I'm drenched. The clever ones in the group, they packed up at 7, 8 o'clock this morning and they've gone home dry. If you want to have a look at the tackle that we're using to catch these carp, have a look on the website. It's www.dsd-tackle.𝗱𝗁.𝗀𝗄𝗄, or you can visit Stevenage Bait and Tackle or Willow Park Fishery. Also, there's a new shop opening in Biggleswade. We're going to be in there, and that's Reggie's Bait and Tackle. We'll see you on the next social.